Okay, I did not come prepared with show notes today, so it was just totally escaping my mind. I am doing a test knit for North Woods Knit Co. So Carly Perrins, I believe is her name. She is from BC, Canada, I believe. But I follow her on Instagram. She's a beautiful designer. And she did a test call for the mini party socks set. So it's 3 patterns in the set, and 2 of the socks, they work with mini skeins and they're faded, and they look so much fun. And then she had a stranded colorwork sock, and when I saw it, I absolutely had to put my hat in for it. So here is the stranded colorwork sock in the set, and it's just this beautiful, I guess they're like little V's. Just bring that up closer for you to see. It's just so pretty. So what this uses is 5 20-gram minis. So I have chosen to use, for the white, I wanted white because you want high contrast. So my white is just some cascade fingering in just their basic white color. I don't know the colorway name of this because I just pulled out some minis. This is Cozy Posy though. This is in a beautiful deep green color. This is Polka Dot Creek in her Frosty Forest colorway. This, I don't know the name of either, but it's a Timber Yarns. And that this one here is my favorite, which is Midnight Cravings 7 Seas. So I just put a bunch of colors together that I thought would look nice. I was trying to go with just doing the greens, but I don't know. I put the gold in there just to break it up a little bit, and I kind of like the way that it turned out. It's not as gold as it's appearing on there. It's just a little bit darker in real life, but I don't know. I really like it. I think it's a beautiful pattern. And the one thing that threw me at first, but I really loved about it, it is a toe-up sock. And I'm a cuff down girl. I love doing the cuff down. I have done toe-up before. It's just not one of my favorites. But I was kind of glad this sock was, because it gave me something different to do. So she does give you instructions for an afterthought heel, or you could do the fish lips kiss heel. Fish lips kiss heel, and else you just do like a stretchy bind off for the cuff. The cuff, I'm going to just do a little tip here. This is one of the reasons why you do the Judy's Magic loop cast on. There's lots of amazing tutorials on how to do it. My preferred one is Very Pink Knits. She has a lot of amazing tutorials. She's very clear, she's very thorough, and I find that she has just the right speed for somebody, you know, if you're a visual learner or maybe you're new. When I first started off knitting, I referred to her, Tracy's videos a lot, or Stacy, sorry, Stacy. I referred to her videos a lot because she's a wonderful instructor. So that's Very Pink Knits. Check her out on YouTube. I'm sure most of you know who she is. But it was never really the toe cast on that got me. It was more the cuff, because the way that you're casting off, it would kind of flare out and it would just look wonky. So I didn't like that look. I thought doing cuff down, your cast on looks so much neater. Well, I end up finding a video tutorial on YouTube, and I don't remember which one it is. If I can find it, I will link it below. But it stops the flare. And what you do is you knit the first stitch to bind off, and then do a yarn over and knit the next stitch, and then pass that your first stitch and the yarn over stitch over and bind it off. That probably does not sound right. I'm not explaining that right, but it is super simple. It gives you a nice stretchy bind off, but it also stops that flaring, which I personally hated. So I will try to find that video for you because it was a game changer for me. It's all the little things that make a big difference. So yeah, that changed it for me. So anyways, back to the sock. Northwoods Knit Co. I don't know when they're being released, but do check her out. She has many beautiful designs, and I will be sure to update you guys when this set comes out because you definitely want it. It is amazing. I'm using a 2.25 magic loop for this because I find working stranded color work is much easier on magic loop. And it's not that hard. You got your color chart for the V's, and then you're working that new color solid for a little bit, so it helps break it up. So I find it very, very relaxing to do. Little slow for me to do because I'm not the greatest at color work, but it's a lot of fun. So yeah, that is my one hoe. That is my test knit, and I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. So there's that. And I have another half-finished object. So I have been, I've always been a viewer of Kay's podcast, The Crazy Sock Lady, but recently she is going to be starting summer sock camp on June 1st. So you can sign up for summer sock camp, and it's free to join. If you go over to her channel, she has a video with all the information you need about camp. And you can also head over to Ravelry. I believe the cabins are already set up in Ravelry. I'm not 100% sure of this yet, but there are different cabins that you can join, and Cast On is June the 1st, and it's going to be amazing. There was some VIP slots which have been sold out already, and yeah, like I said, it's free to join though. There was some VIP sections that had to be paid for, but camp is totally free, and you can go over and join the Ravelry group, and there's lots of fun things to come. So Kay has she has some videos that are going to be coming out all on sock knitting, so magic loop, 9-inch circulars. I think she already has some tutorials out. So I just think it's great, and it's renewed my mojo for knitting socks. Especially now with the warmer weather here, you kind of don't want to work on anything big. You want to work on something a little bit smaller and lighter. So socks are perfect. Regardless, I will definitely be casting on a new pair of socks for camp June 1st. I'm pretty sure I know what yarn I'm going to cast on for, but neither here nor there. I've casted on about, I think, 3 pairs of socks. One I forgot to bring with me today, which is okay. There's not that much to show on it. I'm almost at, it's just a shorty sock, but I'll try to remember that next time. But I decided that I wanted to cast on Cozy Up with Jo, which is a pattern by Cozy Up Knit Girls. And I decided that I wanted to do the leg warmers just because I love cables, and it wasn't a socks, like a full-on sock, so you didn't have to worry about doing a heel or toe or anything like that. I've just been really wanting to knit these for a while, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. So the yarn that I'm using for this project is the Northern Pearl, which is my local yarn store here in Timmins, Ontario. And Angela does dyes her own yarn, which I just think is amazing. So this yarn here, here's the beautiful yarn. That blue is just, it sings to me. That is the most beautiful blue. And it's got lighter sections with white and gray, like a medium gray. It's just a very beautiful colorway. So this is on her superwash fingering base, which is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 115 gram ball, gives you 420 yards. And this is the Eloise colorway. So I have decided that I wanted to knit these on magic loop, and because lately for knitting socks that has become my favorite. However, something that I noticed is my gauge with knitting magic loop is slightly looser. So typically I am a 2.25 when it comes to socks, but I'm going down to a 2.0 to knit them just because my gauge is loose. The other thing that I realized when I casted these on, even though I used the smaller needle, I found that my ribbing was just a little too wonky. And I know that when you wash and block, it does block out, but I used DPNs to cast on and do the ribbing, and then I changed to magic loop to do the rest of it. So it doesn't bother me any. I started off socks on DPNs and I still love them, but magic loop is easier, especially when you're doing something like this. So here is the first one. It is completely done. So it's got this gorgeous cabled pattern in it, which I absolutely love because cables are one of my favorite things to knit. And then on the back of the leg warmer, it's just ribbed. So you can make these as long or as short as you want to. I chose to do, I think, 4 repeats of the cable pattern because I wanted to make mine a little bit longer. But yeah, they are amazing and I love them. Cables are not hard to do at all. And if you ever knit a Cozy Up Knits pattern, they are super, super easy to read. And on this one, I kept it on there so I wouldn't lose it. This is my Grizzly Knits Progress Keeper. And I talked about her last time, but I will make sure to link her below. She does these beautiful gemstone progress keepers and stitch markers. I believe the orange one is her sunrise or sunset. I can't remember. Sorry, Tracy. But they're absolutely gorgeous and I love them. So yeah, do check her out. But that's my Cozy Up with JoJo leg warmer. So I am going to cast the second one on and get that going. But absolutely love it, and I just love how the yarn knits up. It's really cool because it's almost like it's striping. It's actually really cool. I love this. Angela does beautiful yarn. She has a couple other colorways that I have my eye on too. So I'm excited about that. Okay, so that was hoe number 2. And that is pretty much it for finished objects. I don't have anything else for finished objects. So I'm going to move on into works in progress, some of the things that I have been working on this week. Okay, where to start? I'm going to, since we're on the subject of Cozy Up, housed in my JoJo bag. Yes, the love of pink. I do love pink, Jamie. It is slowly creeping in everywhere. I love it. So JoJo Bags by Jody, I know that there was recently a shop update and there was still a few bags left in her shop, so do head over and check her out. So I shared this with you guys last time, but I wasn't very far on it. I decided to do cast on a simple hug, and I think it will be perfect for those cool nights in the summer when you just need something a little extra to put on. So I had knit one before and I absolutely adored it. And like I said last time, I had seen Jamie had knit one out of blacks and like it was white and hot pink. It was just absolutely gorgeous. So for the longest time, I've been trying to find colors to put together to mimic that. So this is my rendition of it, and I really love it. So I've gotten that far. Haven't been working on this a lot, which is kind of sad because I really, really want to wear this thing, but that's okay. There's the wrong side. So the pattern, the way that it is written, you can wear it on either the right side, so the knit side, or the purl. I'm going to wear it on the purl side because I think it just blends the colors together a little bit nicer. So I've gotten that far. So this is a bottom-up construction, and it does have like sleeves that go to like your elbow, I believe. Pretty sure of it. So I'm not sure. I think I want to do 3/4 length sleeves on mine if I have the enough yarn for it. So that's what I'm hoping for. And I don't know if I'm going to share the yarns again with you, but it's pretty simple. My black, I had a bunch of Cascade 220 superwash left over, so I'm just holding that doubled with some Prolana Kid Mohair mohair. The purple, which will be easier to show this way, I just had the card in my hand earlier and I didn't bring it, did I? No, I did not. Of course not. It's Polka Dot Creek, and I believe it's called Lilac Bush. I couldn't remember it last time. And I'm pretty sure she still has single skeins and the sock sets. So the sock sets, you get this and you get a nice lilac and a deeper purple mini 20-gram mini skeins with it. So that's what I had bought, and I already got my mini skeins set aside for my scrappy blanket, but I absolutely adore this color. I just love it. It's a couple shades of purple and it's got some hot pink in there. It's just gorgeous. I love it. So that is fingering weight. This is DK held with mohair. So I am holding this double plus a strand of mohair. So I'm doing that one. And this one I still have not found the tag for. I don't remember what it is. I got it off of a D-stash, and it is a fingering weight as well. So, and it's on a silver stellina base, which I just love. So it's fingering weight, so I'm holding that double with mohair. And let me see. Nope. Trying to find my pink. And I'm holding, this is a DK, so I'm just holding this single strand with mohair. This is Digilpin, which is a Scottish lamb's wool. I love it. So yeah, I don't know the colorway name for this one, but pretty sure if you look at, I got this from the Knitting Loft. So if you go onto their website and look for the Digilpin, I'm pretty sure that this was the only hot pink that they had. So for the purple, for the pink stellina one, and for my Digilpin, I'm holding, not the Digilpin one, just the pink and the purple. I'm holding those held with the mohair. And this mohair is Lizzie Ann Yarns. And this is her Kid Silk Lace, 72% Kid Mohair, 28% silk, 420 meters per 50 grams, and it is sandstone. I shared all this last time, but I'm sharing it again just in case there's new viewers. So yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I just put together a bunch of colors from my yarn stash that I thought would look nice together, and I am so happy with them. And the great thing, it's knit on big needles, so I'm using an 8mm. I can't remember if that's the same needle as they used in pattern. I think so. But yeah, there is my Simple Hug by Cozy Up Knits. So I might have to take this one outside with me today and knit on. I don't know yet. So yeah, there is that one. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to share with you is my Comfort Fade cardigan. I did work on this one a little bit more since the last time we spoke. So the Comfort Fade cardigan is a pattern by Andrea Mowry, and it is done in a, I think it is a worsted weight, and it's done with a 4 skein fade. So mine isn't exactly a fade, it's just a bunch of colors that I thought would look good together. And that is how far I've gotten so far. So I'm now into my 4th and final section. And I think last time that I shared this with you guys, I don't have a progress keeper in here, but the last time I shared it with you guys, I was somewhere down here, I think. So I did put quite a bit of work on it. And I said last time I was going to do charcoal gray. All of this is Barocco Vintage, and yeah, I ended up putting in the 2 strands. Like I did the first 2 repeats here of the fade, and I just thought it looked too dark. I was not liking it at all. So I had 3 skeins of this one. They're all color numbers, but I looked it up. This one is called Kiwi. It's a beautiful, beautiful green, and yeah, I wasn't sure. I was like, does that match? I'm not sure that it matches, but you know what? I'm over it. I've changed up. I have a hard time with putting together fades, and I think I've changed this fade up like, or my color choices, like I don't know how many times. So I was just like, okay, I got 3 of these skeins in my stash. I don't want to buy more yarn for it, so I'm just going to go with it. And I'm happy with it. I think it's a very beautiful green, and yeah, whatever. I'm the one wearing it. So yeah, I think it's going to be okay. So yeah, like I said, it's all Barocco, Barocco Vintage, and I'm not going to pull out all the tags, but I'm pretty sure this beautiful one here is gingham. And then I believe this one here is calico. This is kiwi. And this one is evading me right now. I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, they're just colors that I put together. I think it's going to be fine. Yeah. So anyways, that's what I've gotten done so far. And one of my favorite things about the pattern is it has that beautiful slip. It's almost like a slip stitch. Well, it is a slip stitch that goes on the, like the raglan of the sweater. I think it's just so beautiful. So anyways, that's what I've gotten done so far. So I think I have a couple more inches to do of solid knitting, like with the solid color. And then I can go into the ribbing of the sweater, because I do like mine a little bit longer. But I'm following to pattern, I believe. I'm not haven't done any modifications to it. So yeah, that's my comfort fade. I've just been putzing away on it. So there is that one. And the next thing I have to share with you, I got the shawl off the needles, and that freed up a project bag, which you think that that would be amongst all my ongoing projects, that I would leave it empty and just be excited that I just got a major thing off the needles, but couldn't leave that bag empty. It was sitting there lonely, so yeah. So I had to cast on a new cardigan. Yes, a new cardigan. I saw that Megan of Pip and Pin came out with a new cardigan. It's a fingering weight cardigan, and I'm gonna butcher the name, I'm sure, but I think it's called the Ura cardigan. And it is like I said, a fingering weight cardigan, and it is oversized, so it has these bigger sleeves on it. They are elbow length, and it's got these beautiful faux cables for the raglan. It's just a very beautiful cardigan, and the rest of it is plain stockinette. So I saw that one and I kept looking at it, and I was like, I really want to do this, but I'm nervous because it's fingering weight. I've never knit a fingering weight garment before for myself. So I was like, I'm gonna go for it. I already bought yarn for a fingering weight sweater, so let's just do it. So I did. So for this one, I have chosen Knit Picks Hawthorne fingering weight, and it is, let me see here, 80% superwash fine Highland wool and 20% polyamide, and the colorway is Eugene. And I'll just turn it here. And it is the most beautiful color. I just love the tonality, like all those different shades, so pretty. It's almost like a raisin grape, and there's different shades of purple, and there's some gold in there. It's just gorgeous. Hawthorne is one of my favorites. Their colors are amazing. So for this project, I am knitting it on a 3.5 needle. I don't remember if that's the same needle as she recommends, but I did gauge swatch, which is a miracle, and I did meet gauge, so with a 3.5, so yeah. Anyways, this is how far I have gotten. And this is another one that I've been just putzing away on, but I have really been enjoying this one. This is what I'm gravitating to. So you can see the faux cables that I was talking about in the raglan. And it's just so pretty, and that color is just gonna be amazing. I do not have any cardigans knit or store-bought in this colorway, so I am excited about that. This is one of my favorite colors. The dark purples and burgundies, they're my favorite, so yeah. Also, so that's the Era cardigan, and it is knit top-down raglan. So I'm gonna do a quick little stash enhancement here, because I ended up getting some Happy Mail, and I got these, they're like hexagon metal stitch markers. So I got a set of those, And I also got, with the set, you also could choose two little guys like this. So I picked the Bumblebee because I thought he was absolutely adorable. And I don't have the other one on there, so I'm just going to do a quick little stash enhancement while I'm showing this. That way you guys can see. So the maker is Boho Knits, and she is in Prince Edward County, Ontario, which Prince Edward County, I was living in Belleville, so it was like pretty close. Prince Edward County is just such a beautiful, beautiful place. We would go for drives there, especially in the fall, seeing the changing of the trees. If I could live somewhere, I would want to live there. It's just so beautiful. But there's vineyards and oh, it's just beautiful countryside. I love it. There's her information. So I saw her through another podcast, and I don't remember where I saw her exactly, but there's her business card. But I decided, I thought the stitch markers were cute, so I thought I would go check out her Etsy shop, and oh my god, you guys, she has so many beautiful things on there. So I also got this little sticker, which will probably go on my sewing machine because I got the Knitting Loft sent me a sticker with one of my orders, so that's where it landed, so most likely it'll go on there. And sorry guys, I can't seem to find the other one, but I got the Bumblebee, and I got a like a little knitted mitten with the stitch markers, and she also sent this as a gift, which I think is awesome. So beautiful when you open up your order and you see those little things. They're just amazing little touches that make you happy. Oh, here they are. They're in the bottom of my bag. So this was the set that I got. So you get 20 of the hexagon markers. The colored ones are not included. Those are my just extras that I threw in there. But you get 20 of the little hexagon stitch markers, and then you get 2 little fancy ones. So I got the Bumblebee, and then I got this, can you see that? I got this pair of mittens. So I just thought they were so cute and very affordable as well. And then I could not resist these. She had these sweet little, these are stitch markers as well. And I'm trying to move it. I haven't taken them out yet, but they're kitty cats in tea mugs. I mean, you guys, that has got to be the cutest thing in the world. Look at that. And you know me, I love my tea and I love my kitty cats, so I just had to get them. So, oh my god, so cute. And she has so many other amazing things. I saw on her Instagram the other day, she has like little mini sewing machines and scissors, and they're just so beautiful, and they're like this, they're colored. So amazing. Go check her out. Boho Knits. I will link her Etsy shop below. And like I said, for what you get, it's very affordable. So yeah, highly recommend her. So that was a total sidebar, but I had to share. So anyways, back to the cardigan. The Ura cardigan by Pip and Pin. Making, I wouldn't really say slow progress. I've only picked this up maybe 3 times. So it does work up a lot faster than what I was putting in my brain that it would work up as. So that's another thing, like I was saying earlier, we set a lot of stuff up in our minds, but don't do that. Because knitting is supposed to be fun and relaxing, and it's not about speed. It's not about getting things done in a rush. It's about enjoying them, and then you get this beautiful finished object in the end. So yeah. So that was my Era cardigan by Pip and Pin, Megan Nodecker. Okay, so I have one more works in progress to share with you, and then I will go on into stash enhancement. So housed in this bag here, this is another one of my favorite bags. This is Allison, I already forgot her sister's name, J. Hendry Designs from Berry Full Moon Fibers. I showed their mohair yarn in my shawl earlier. This is one of their bags. I picked this up in Berry at, I believe there's 2 yarn stores, and I'm sorry, I don't remember which one I picked it up at, but it was a beautiful little yarn shop, and they had some J. Hendry bags, and this one just called to me because, yeah, it's perfect. Okay, so in this one, I am doing a test knit for Simply Knit Crochet Creations, which is Kaylee. Hey, bug. I'm doing a test knit for her. So she is coming out with a beautiful stranded colorwork hat. It's called the Bumblebee Hat. So her sample is knit up in your traditional bumblebee colors, so black and yellow. And she does have a yarn pom-pom that you can put on top. So she mixed, I believe she mixed the 2 colors together and made a beautiful pom-pom. She did a crocheted flower on it. Those are all optional. You don't have to do them if you don't want to. You can even put a fur pom-pom on it, which is probably what I'm going to do. But I'm doing the test knit for her, and I was really hoping to have it finished, and I didn't. So for my color choices, I didn't go for the Bumblebee colorways. I just put 2 colors together. These are both Cascade 220 worsted, and don't know what the colorways are, but they're just these beautiful purples, and they both are the heathered ones as well. So beautiful. I really love this yarn. And I'm just gonna set it down. I was so close, you guys, but I wanted to podcast today, so didn't get it done. But here's what I have so far. So as you can see, it's a very beginner friendly stranded colorwork hat. It is not hard at all. And if you're new to stranded colorwork and you're wanting to get the feel for it, I would highly recommend this hat pattern because it will help you, it'll help get you started. You're only working with the 2 colors. There is not long floats at all. So you're working one stitch of the darker color and then 2 of the lighter color. And you cast on your darker color for your brim, and yeah. I'm up into the decreases now, so I didn't quite get it done, but yeah. And this is another one of those hats. I knit to 7 inches, but you could make it into a beanie, or you can make it as slouchy as you wanted. It's totally up to you. So yeah. I'm knitting mine on a 4mm needle, which was called for in the pattern. And I'm just going to turn this inside out because I love seeing people's floats, and yeah, look how pretty. That is just so rewarding. I love it. And that's the other thing. I have never done I have done a colorwork hat before, but the one thing that I'm really loving about this pattern is because you're doing it all the way up, it is creating a very beautiful fabric. It's like double layered. It is so thick. It's not overly thick. It's thick in a nice way. And I think it's just going to be so warm in those winter months when you need that extra warmth. I could totally see knitting a double brim on this as well, perhaps. That way you could fold it up and that would give you that extra layer of warmth over your ears, because I know in the winter time I like having that extra over my ears because my ears get sensitive to the cold. So I could totally see you doing that as well. You can totally do whatever you want with this pattern. It's just so simple and so beautiful. So I don't know when Kaylee plans to do the official release of this, but I will definitely keep you guys up to date and let you know. So do check it out when it does become available, because it is a gorgeous hat and you can play with your colors. So you can do the Bumblebee colors, or you can just do what I did, put two colors together, high-low contrast. You could do the darker color and maybe do like a light speckle. I think that would look pretty as well. You can do anything. So it's going to be super fun, and I cannot wait to get it done and try it because I think it's going to be amazing. So yeah, that is the Bumblebee Hat by Simply Knit Crochet Creations. And she is on Instagram, so I will link her Instagram below as well so you can follow her. So there is that. Okay, so that is it for works in progress this week. That's all I have to share. So I am going to go on into stash enhancement because I did get lots of pretty mail in the past 2 weeks. And the first things that I am going to share with you guys is these beautiful scrunchies. This is again Kaylee of Simply Knit Crochet Creations. She does have a Square site where she is selling her handmade goods, and she came out with these beautiful crocheted scrunchies. So I bought one. So I got one in this beautiful aqua color. So I really love, I wasn't sure how I would like the crocheted scrunchies. I actually really like them because they don't fall out of your hair. I use the scrunchies that are, like, they got the silk material and they do stay in, but I find throughout the day you're having to take it off and readjust it like a million times because your hair is falling out. These are actually amazing. They do not fall out. They stay in. So I really like them. So she is selling them, and she's got some different colors that they come in. And then she also has fabric ones. And I'm just going to take it out of the bag because it will glare. But she was so sweet, and she named one after me because she knows I love my plaid. So this is the Bobby scrunchie. And it is so beautiful. So I have one for myself, and this one here is going to be included in an upcoming giveaway. So I'm putting together the scrunchie with a bag made by myself, and I'm going to include some yarn that I have, and it's going to be a little giveaway for the channel. So that is coming. I wanted to announce it this week, but I didn't get the bag done in time. So yeah, that is coming. So this will be included in the giveaway, which I'm so excited about. I bought one and she sent another one along for the giveaway. So that was so kind of you. Thank you, Kaylee. So it has her beautiful sticker on there. And here is her card. And, whoops, make sure I'm not covering anything up. There you go. So Simply Knit Crochet Creations, follow her on Instagram and check out her website. She has a lot of beautiful things. And yeah, so I will do a giveaway with this one soon. So there's that. The next thing that I'm going to go into, I shared the stitch markers. So the next thing I got was a beautiful package from Eden, who is Yarrow & Co. And I've been seeing the ladies over on Cozy Up Knits. They've been getting some of her stitch markers and earrings, and I had to get myself a pair. So here is Eden's card, Yarrow & Co. And if you're not following her on Instagram, you need to. She has some of the most amazing reels, and I just love her Instagram. And I ended up getting the earrings, which are these beautiful hearts with roses. And I'm going to take one out because I did get a stitch marker with it as well. So it's the same one. It's the same color, and it's got the blue rose on it. Isn't that gorgeous? It's got the knit stitches. Oh, they're just so beautiful. She has one with the red rose as well, which I was having a hard time deciding, but I decided on the blue to be different because I think it's beautiful. So these are the earrings. I did get the, I did get the stitch marker, like I said, that matches. I put it on a project already. And we have Miss Sassy Pants. She come to say hello? Yeah, you come to say hello. Aw. This is my beautiful baby girl. One of my beautiful baby girls. Yeah. So I got the earrings, I got the stitch marker, and then Eden sent a beautiful little extra as well. She ended up sending along a little progress keeper, which is glaring. Oh, there we go. It's a piece of chocolate cake, which is amazing. So she said I could keep it or do a giveaway for it. So Tracy of Grizzly Knits, hi Tracy. She is taking names right now on her Instagram for a sock yarn swap. So I know she's taking names until, oh goodness, I want to say May 20th, but I could be wrong. Check out her latest podcast. She does talk about it. And then send her a message on Instagram, but she's taking names now for a sock yarn swap, and of course I had to join in. So yeah, you send along, you're teamed up with a partner, and then you send along one skein of sock weight yarn. That is the requirement, but of course you can send extras and that. So I think I'm going to save this beautiful piece of cake for my swap partner, whoever that may be. So yeah, that was so sweet. Thank you, Eden. Eden has such beautiful stuff, so do go over and check out Yarrow Yarn Co. And she also is a designer as well. She has the Wonder As I Wander socks, which are, it's like a brioche, it's a plain sock, but it's got, it's not brioche, but it's almost like brioche for the cuff. It's got a big poofy cuff. So beautiful. And now she's coming out with another sock design. So she is an amazing artist. So do check her out. Okay. So this was apparently like the month of stitch markers because I seem to have gotten a lot of them. So I couldn't resist. Tracy of Grizzly Knits, I made a purchase with her a couple weeks back, and she came out with it's almost like a spring collection. So I had to get something from the collection. So I spoke about this last time, but I just love her little bags they come in. They're such beautiful presentation. So the one that I got is Wildflower. I'm just gonna put that there. And it's just, it was so hard to choose, but I loved the colors of these gemstones, the purples and the aquas, the deep purple. It's just so beautiful. So there are 3 stitch markers, and then you get a progress keeper as well in the set. Oh, let me see. There we go. Can you see the flower? Comes with a beautiful flower on the progress keeper as well. So this is the Wildflower set, but like I said, it was hard to choose because she has other sets where there's like a little bird, and then the one that I really loved was the one with the nest, and it had 3 pearls in it. Such beautiful work. And you can buy the stitch marker sets. You can buy the stitch markers by themselves too, I believe, and then you could just buy the progress keeper as well if you didn't want the stitch markers. So such beautiful work, Tracy. I love your stuff. So do go over and check her out. She is on Instagram as Grizzly Knits, and she also has a podcast, Grizzly Knits. So do check her out. So I am waiting for the perfect project to put these ones on. Okay, so the next thing I got in the mail, I just got it yesterday actually, but I recently started to watch Amanda, who is the Sweet Skein o' Mine from Fredericton, New Brunswick, and she is a podcaster here on YouTube, Sweet Skein o' Mine. I linked to her in my last podcast as well, but she also is a yarn dyer, and I saw one of her colorways and I absolutely fell in love with it, and I'm just going to go ahead and show it. It is this gorgeous colorway. There we go. So this is Sweet Skein of Mine. She included a beautiful little light bulb marker with a little black heart. So she did a cardigan. She showed it in one of her podcasts from February, I believe. She did it in a bulky weight, and she hand dyed it herself in this colorway, and I thought it was just so gorgeous. So yes, it is Chicken Bones. That's the colorway name. And if you're all wondering what Chicken Bones is, she explained it in her podcast, but it's a maritime thing. What it is, it's a candy. It's a little pink candy, and usually stores will come out with them. I'm sure you can get them all year long, I'm not sure. But the times that I've most seen them is like Easter and Valentine's, any special occasion like that. So they are like a little pink candy with chocolate inside, and they are good. They're very delicious, and yeah, they just kind of look like a bone. So I know the name sounds kind of gross, but they do taste good. So yeah, I saw this colorway and I just fell in love with it. So I decided when I went on to her shop, she had it only in the slub base at the time, which was fine because I've been wanting to do the Painted Pebbles shawl by 4 City Knit Girls. So it uses 1 skein of slub and 1 skein of fingering. So I thought this was perfect. So this is on her sweet slub base, which is 90% superwash merino, 10% nylon, 100 grams, and 437 yards. Yeah. I mean, just look at all those beautiful colors. That hot pink is amazing. So yeah, Jamie, I totally am a pink lover. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to pair with this one yet. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to do, I have a skein of a very dark charcoal from Polka Dot Creek. So I think that's what I'm going to do to tone it down just a little bit. And I think black and pink look amazing together. So yeah, I believe Carrie of Forest City Knit Girls, when she did her painted Pebbles, she ended up using full moon fibers, I believe, but she used a black for her fingering weight, and it just looked absolutely stunning. So I think that's what I'm going to do for this one. And I might have to cast it on really soon because I'm super excited to work with this yarn. So yeah, that's Sweet Skein of mine. And I did bring along her card just so you guys can get all the details. It's Amanda Clark. And like I said, you can find her on Instagram and here on YouTube. And she also sent a sweet little extra, a cinnamon apple tea, which sounds really good. So there was that. And then I had made a pre-order back in, I don't remember, April, beginning of April or something. That sounds about right. Cozy Posy Yarn Co. So I ended up getting it in the mail. It was a pre-order sale, which I had no problems waiting. I was anxious, but I had no problems waiting because her yarn is well worth it. So it was, sorry about the tinkling, it was her Spellbound collection. And I ended up going slightly overboard, but that's okay. So I'm just going to randomly pick some stuff out here. Here is her card that was included. So this is Antonella of Cozy Posy Yarn Co. And I'm just going to go through. I just got some, most of them are fingering weight. So this one here is, let me see, on her Posh sock base, which is 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. And it's a 3-ply fingering weight, 420 yards. And this colorway is Coven. Oh, you guys, look at this gorgeousness. My God, so beautiful. I love it. And then the next one is on her Soft and Cozy base, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. It's a 2-ply fingering weight, and it is 400 yards. And this one is Wishing Stone. So beautiful. The next one is on her Posh base as well. So 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. And this is Witchy Woman. How awesome. There we go. This is my color right here. I love that. I mean, just look at all these colors. It's so beautiful. So I got that one. And this one is also on her merino cashmere base, and this is Amulet, which is more of a tonal solid. Love. So I guess when I bought these three, I kind of bought them as a fade, I suppose, or just three that might possibly go together in a shawl. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I just wanted I wanted them all, but yeah, that wasn't possible. But and then lastly, I ended up getting some of her DK. And I have some DK in my stash. I've been buying more DK lately, and I seem to be on a thing with green. I don't know what it is with me and green, but I have some skeins in my stash that are kind of in that green area. So when I saw this colorway, I thought that it might be nice to put in a possible fade, either for a comfort fade cardigan or maybe the rose cardigan, like just something along those lines. So she had this one here, and I did get 3 skeins of it. So I'll just show one. Oops. So this one is on her squish base, 100% fine superwash merino, 4-ply DK, and it is 115 grams, 250 yards, and the colorway is Magic, and it is magic. Just look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm not sure I didn't show you any of them, but look at her tags. I mean, that sheep is the most gorgeous little thing with her little socks on. So cute. I love it. So yeah, I ended up getting 3 skeins of those, possibly to go into a fade or something. So yeah, that was my Cozy Posy haul. So I'm super, super excited about that one. Oh, and I just realized it. This is the DK one. Look at those beautiful greens in there. So beautiful. She does the most beautiful colorways. So I got that, and I have one more thing to show. I just received this the other day. So Kaylee of Simply Knit Crochet Creations, she gifted me a Mother's Day gift, and I was so blown away and cried in a very good way. But she ordered me some yarn, and she knows I love my knit picks, and she knows I love hawthorn. I spoke about it earlier. So she gifted me with not 1, not 2, not 3, but 6 skeins of hawthorn, which is unbelievable. Thank you. So she gave me 2 of each. So this one is the Hawthorn Speckle, and it is Peach Melba. And I'm having a hard time. I love them all, but I think this one might be my favorite. I'm not sure. So Peach Melba, and this is the one I'm having a hard time if it's Peach Melba or this one here. But this one is Surprise Speckle. I'm gonna drop the bag. Surprise Speckle. I think I love this one more. I don't know. They're all beautiful. So I got 2 of those. And then I got 2 of the Cosmic? Yes, the Cosmic Speckle. Oh, how beautiful. So I have no clue what I want to do with these yet. But yeah, I was blown away. Thank you so much, Kaylee. This was a very beautiful gift. So yeah, I have no clue what it's going to be. I kind of think that the Peach Melba might become a Ziggy shawl by Joji Locatelli. I've always wanted to do that shawl, but I want it to be in a light color, a light speckle of some sort. And especially now seeing Tracy of Grizzly Knits doing hers, she's actually doing the lace section in a light speckle. And then she's doing the solid garter sections in like a gold color. And it's Akura yarns, and it's just so beautiful. I actually love it. I've never thought about doing that. So yeah, I've really been wanting to do a Ziggy shawl, so I might do that because I think it is a 2-skein shawl with this. And if not, maybe pair this up with a peach and do something else. And as for these ones here, I'm kind of seeing a fade of some sort. So maybe something. I don't know. I don't know what to do. You guys have any suggestions? If you do, leave them in the description box below. I would really like some help on figuring out what to do. Because I got 4 skeins of it, so I'm kind of seeing a garment, maybe a t-shirt or something. I don't know. So yeah. Thank you, Kaylee. So I got that. So there is like a huge pile of yarn over here. But yeah. So I was definitely spoiled this past month. But we all deserve to be spoiled, so yeah. Okay, I think I have been rambling on long enough. We are over an hour now, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead of you. Try to stay as positive as you can. I know that we are in very tough times, but things are looking up and getting better. Vaccines are starting to roll out. A lot more here in Ontario, at least. So I'm hoping to go and get my vaccine very soon. So yeah, things will change for us soon. And the best thing is, like I said, we got the warm weather. So if you're like me and you're a worshiper of the sun and the warmth, then enjoy it as much as you can. I'm gonna grab my knitting and a cold drink, and I'm gonna go outside and enjoy this day. So until next time, all the show notes will be below with everything I talked about and where you can find everybody. Have a great week. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.